Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's continue with our topic, that is we completed yesterday mountains. Let's look into this session about plateaus. So first of all, when you are talking about the plateaus, the term plateau means is nothing guys, is an elevated flat land. The elevated flat land is known as the plateau. That means from the base level it should be of some height above mean sea level. Some height after coming up some height it will be a flat area. That is considered as the plateau. And elevated flat land. Elevated means it is of some height. So the plateau has one or more sides. It has one or more sides. It has one or more sides with steep slopes. One or more sides with steep slopes. That means steep means nothing but guys, it is straight. Meaning straight. It should be straight, but vertically the plateau should be one or more sides with steep slopes. The slopes should be vertically and straight. Right? There's one or more sides with steep slopes, and the height varies from 100 meters to several thousand meters. Several thousands meters guys. So it has one or more sides with steep slopes. Height varies from 100 meters to several thousand meters, and it is an elevated flat land. Other than that, nothing is there regarding plateau. Let's see some other features regarding this. Regarding plateaus, right? So the plateau, as like mountains, the plateaus also like old and young. So the best example for old plateau is that the Deccan Plateau that present in India is the Deccan Plateau. Along with that, the East African Plateau present in the countries Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. One is the Deccan Plateau, second one is the East African Plateau covering the countries Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. And the third one is the Western Plateau of Australia. These are the old plateaus when considering the plateaus, right? So when you are talking about these plateaus, the main use of plateaus is that these are the landforms which are rich in mineral deposits. So that many mining areas are located in plateau areas. This is the important point. Due to this rich mineral deposits, many mining areas are located in plateau areas. African Plateau is the best and is rich for gold and diamond mining. Very important one guys. African Plateau is best and is rich in for gold and diamond mining. In India, many natural resources regarding mining like iron, manganese, coal are all present mainly in Chota Nagpur Plateau. These resources are highly available in this plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, right? The Tibetan Plateau The Tibetan plateau is the highest plateau in the world with a height of with a height of 4,000 to 6,000 meters. So the Tibetan Plateau is the highest plateau in the world with a height of 4,000 to 6,000 meters. Right? And other important features regarding the plateaus when you are talking about this are the plateaus also contains a very beautiful waterfalls which are of great height. So the best examples for that are the Hundru Plateau, Hundru Falls. Best example for waterfalls present in Chota Nagpur Plateau. Present in Chota Nagpur Plateau. And also similarly the Jog Falls present in Karnataka. These are the best example for waterfalls that exist in plateau areas. Right? Next thing, the important thing we have to note here is in this the lava plateau, one of the type of plateaus, the lava plateau is rich in black soil. So due to it is rich in black soil which is very fertile, and so it is good for cultivation. And farming processes. So it is very useful in agricultural activities due to its fertile nature and due to its rich in black soil, right? And also the plateau is also used for tourist activities due to its best and nice scenario spots. Tourist activities, right? That's it regarding the plateaus, guys. We will see about the plains and landforms of these different the people living in different landforms of Earth in the next session. Let's move to our GK part as usual, right? So the third largest lake in the world is Victoria Lake. It has an area of 69,842 square kilometers. So when you are talking about the lake, suppose if you want definition means you will refer to my previous video when I started the first largest lake. So every starting concept I will give corresponding concept, its basis and origin, right? So when you are talking about lake, it has an inflowing and outflowing rivers. The inflowing rivers is Kagera River and the outflowing rivers is White Nile. So when you are talking about the main feature of this Victoria Lake, the main feature of Victoria Lake is, guys, it is the chief source for the largest river in the world. That is, it is the chief source for the largest river in the world. That is, the largest river in the world is Nile. So for the largest river in the world, Nile, this Victoria Lake acts as a chief source. And the Victoria Lake has one more feature is that the coastal line of this Victoria Lake is formed by the countries Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. That's it for today, guys. Meet you in the next session. For daily updates, follow the links that given in the description. It's truly Teja. Also share this information to your friends so that they will be benefited because of you guys. Those who are interested in social studies will be covering from basics onwards entirely. Please share and subscribe my channel. It's truly Teja signing off. Bye.